So I've documented in other videos that Michael Landon was a prankster. He loved to play pranks. And so one of my favorite pranks that he played was on Melissa Gilbert's mom, Barbara. And towards the end of my run, when we had moved to MGM, Barbara had gotten herself like this beautiful Rolls Royce. Now, it's as beautiful as you could imagine. It looks exactly like what you think of a Rolls Royce looks like. It was that kind of model. So Michael hears about this and he invites her to the set. So Michael says, why don't you bring the car down? We'll have lunch and celebrate this great moment for you, right? So Barbara's really excited. She says, great. So she shows up and yeah, the car is beautiful. And she parks the car right next to the set. It looks like old time Hollywood. I mean, literally old-time Hollywood, a Rolls Royce next to stage 15 on MGM, the real deal old-time Hollywood. So Michael and Barbara go back to the commissary, which is up near the front gate, and they have lunch. And then when they come back, Barbara says goodbye to Michael, says goodbye to Melissa, who is working and has, her guardian there, and Barbara's going to go home and take care of Sarah Gilbert from Roseanne, her other daughter. And so she's saying goodbye to Michael, and she gets in the car and she starts up the car, and her car explodes in this dark, thick smoke everywhere. And this brand new car of hers is like completely blowing up. At least it looks like that. There's smoke everywhere. She just bought this thing. Something's wrong with the engine. And instead of being worried or concerned, Michael starts breaking up and cracking up and laughing that, if you've ever watched Little House, you know what his laugh sounds like. It's this great laugh. So he starts laughing. Now here's the behind the scenes. So Michael figured that it would be funny if he could convince Barbara that her car was exploding. And when you're Michael Landon, all you got to do is call in your special effects team and say, hey, can you make Barbara's car look like it's exploding? And they go, yep, just give us an hour and we'll fix it. So Michael calls Barbara, asks her to come to lunch. He takes her to lunch, and as soon as she's gone, the special effects team rigged up her car to the ignition with all of these smoke bombs. Now, they're movie smoke bombs, so, they're not dangerous. There's no explosion. It's nothing like that. But it looks just like it because they're made for the movies. So they had it set up so that when she would start the car, all this smoke would come out and freak her out, which it did. It was a classic joke. I wish I had a picture of this because my favorite part of this was everyone but Barbara knew what was going to happen. The car was parked in one particular spot and there was only one way to get Barbara to the car. So if you were a member of the crew and wanted to see this, you had to sneak around the backside of the other stage and come from the different direction so Barbara couldn't see you and you could see all of the smoke and everything. The funniest part of this whole thing was watching like 80 to 90 people sneak around the studio lot like they were little mice in a Tom and Jerry cartoon not wanting to get caught. It was the most ridiculous thing I think I have ever seen. And we didn't get caught. Barbara didn't see us, but everybody ended up being where they could see what was going on. It was classic. And like I say, when you're a prankster like Michael Landon and you've got a team that can do amazing things for you, why not? Oh, and Barbara never forgave him. Or at least I don't think she forgave him. I mean, I'm 11 years old. I don't get the full story. So that's the story about how Michael Landon blew up Melissa Gilbert's mom's car.